Alright, y'all. I had to come to this video real quick. It is literally 6 something in the morning. I have been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. My sleep, I don't even know if I got a good amount. I don't even know. I literally just rolled out of bed and was like, I need to come to this video. One, might share with y'all. Two, just to keep this video, just so I have it to be able to come back to, okay? Because sometimes I be forgetting what God be telling me sometimes, right? So, like I said, I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, right? And my sleeping has been off, like, honestly, from like pregnancy, probably before. Like, it's just my sleep has not been good in the past few years. Whatever, right? So I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, and normally I'll just scroll on social media, whatever the case is. This morning, that's not what was in my spirit, right? So I've been sitting there and I've been praying, right? So I woke up yesterday too, but yesterday I got up early and I just laid in there because I got Carter with me, right? So when I got Carter, I can't move too much because if Carter sees me moving or hears me moving or he sees the light on the phone, whatever the case is, he knows I'm up. Oh, he up. So I gotta be like real quiet in the early morning hours if I'm up, right? Like I can't move too much. I can't even going to the bathroom sometimes. It's like if it past a certain point, I gotta be like, do I really have to go to the bathroom, or can I hold it until we wake up for real, for real? Anyway, this morning, right? So woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. As of late, I have been struggling with a promise that I felt God has given me, right? And when I say I felt God has given me, I know when I start preaching, I put my little bonnet to the side. That I felt God has given me is I say felt because I doubt sometimes whether or not I actually heard God. And sometimes that's the enemy playing with you, playing with your mind, playing with you, right? And I'm just like, devil, I ain't got no time to play with you. So I've been like asking God, like, God, if this is you, confirm, right? Confirm it. Um, and I'm a dreamer, right? So let me tell you how like dope and gracious God is, right? I'm a dreamer. And when I say I'm a dreamer is like I have dreams that are like God will tell me something. Like he will warn me. He will tell me something. Like I don't always listen to it. And sometimes it's for me and it's been for other people. Like I've literally have had a dream, told the person it was like years later. I always remember I had a dream one day, and I told my best friend about it, and years later she was like, "Your dream came true." And I was just like, what? Like, I was like so confused about the statement. I was like, my dream came true. I thought it was something I wanted. I was like, what happened? Like, what we getting? What's going on? But it was a dream that I had told her and it came true in her life. And it wasn't a good thing. It was whatever, right? So I typically, and I ask God to speak to me in my dreams because for me, that's how I feel like God is communicating. That's how I know, like, oh, okay, God, this is you. Like, because this is just something that me and God have, right? So I'm just like, okay, God, because sometimes I'm confused about, like, is it God's voice or is it my own feelings, emotions, and desires speaking, right? So yeah, so I've been struggling with trying to figure out, is this God's promise? Like, did God speak this? Did God say that? I'm not gonna say what it is. I think I have shared with people. Maybe I know I told for sure one person, and it involves. that person. So, but so yeah, so I've been struggling with trying to figure out, is this God's promise or is this me? So this morning, as I'm praying, you know how like something hits you, like you know how like God will bless your spirit and your spirit receives it, and you trying to make your words catch that. Like I don't know if that makes sense, right? Like your whole spirit would be blessed, and you try to articulate that into words. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to articulate how God blessed my spirit, and I'm trying to articulate it into words so I can hold on to it, right? Like I can remember it and I can do this for y'all. Like, cause y'all know my when I do my videos, it bless somebody. It bless people. So what I got was, who Jesus. So I asked. Let me go back to asking God to, like, all right, me being confused whether it's God's voice or if it's my own desire. All right, sorry, my mom called me on WhatsApp. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell happened? My heart went to my stomach because I'm like, she don't never video call me. Oh my God. And my mind went, okay, where was I? Jesus. I was saying, okay, so yes, in trying to figure out, is this God's voice or is it my own desire that I'm trying to, that I'm putting out there and I'm trying to put God, oh yeah, God, this is God's promise. I heard God say this and it's really me, right? I don't want that, right? So I'm like, God, if this is you, I need you to confirm it. And, I need you to confirm it. Here I am trying to play God like I know God. Like I'm putting God in a box. Here I am. Here I am. Let me show you how I'm putting God in the box. Because God normally speaks to me in my dreams and I want the easy answer, I'm like, God, if this promise is what it is, if this promise is, so I can't say what the promise is, right? So I'm like, if it's A, confirm it's A. Like I'm supposed to go in that. It's supposed to go that way. If it's not, if it's option B, show me in my dream. I'm like, show me in my dream. Confirm it. Show me what is what, right? Like, if it's a promise, then it's going to be yes. And you're going to show it. If it's not you, you're going to be like, it's not that. And you're going to, something is going to pop up in my dream that's going to be like, it's going to confirm yay and nay, right? I prayed that a few nights ago. Here I am thinking I'm going to fall asleep. I'm gonna have my little dreamy dream, and God gonna give me my little answer. Boom, just like that. And I didn't get it. Right? I didn't get it. So I'm just like, all right. So here I am now going deeper into my little rabbit hole of like, is this really God? Did God really speak this? Like, is this it? Right? Because it didn't happen. I asked God, give it to me this way. And it's like, it didn't happen that way. Okay, so I'm like, all right, God ain't thinking. I think I said the same prayer again the next night. Like, okay, God, here I am. Like, I made it simpler. Like, I was like, I think the first dream I was just like, you're gonna like show it to me in this way, and then I was just like, I kind of like narrowed it down. I mean, I kind of made it more broad and was just like, just however you're gonna show me, right? Like, I was just like, I ain't gonna, like, I kind of like reduced the limits that I had put on. I was just, it's crazy, right? So I still didn't get it. I still did it. I dreamed, but I didn't. It had nothing to do with what I was talking about. So here I am, all right, 4 o'clock in the morning now. I'm like, all right, the past few nights, whenever I've been asking, it ain't been happening. God ain't speaking to me the way I needed to in dream. He ain't confirming it, yay or nay, nothing, right? So here I am, 4 o'clock in the morning, all right, whatever. I'm praying, doing my little devotionals, whatever the case is, right? The promise comes, right? And I'm sitting here, I'm just like, God, is this really you? Like, I'm just not, I'm really not understanding it. I'm like, the promise, right now, the promise it don't make sense. Like, this, like, everything around, like, you, like, the promise, it looks so far away. It don't even look like the pieces of the puzzle connect. Cause it's just like, huh? God, cause things keep happening to this day that just like it does not reflect the promise. Like it does not look like it. And I'm sitting here, okay, so I'm praying, whatever the case is, going through my little devotionals and all of that, right? And here comes God. Here comes God. All I'm saying is here comes God, right? So the promise is this big, right? Right? And God is saying, in that promise, you gotta exhibit, whew, Jesus, you gotta exhibit certain fruits of the Spirit on such a high magnitude. And here you are. You now have to, in this season, you can't even exhibit fruits of the Spirit on like this level. I'm in such a, you know how they like you're a baby girl. I'm in like, because I'm because the promise that God gave me, it don't look like it right now, and I'm still in the what the, it don't look like it, and I'm being tested here in this little space, right? God is saying you can't properly manage your anger, your bitterness, your unforgiveness here in this space. But the promise is asking for you to exhibit grace, mercy, forgiveness, self-control on a greater level. And you can't even do it here. Like, you struggling with this. You struggling with exhibiting self-control, releasing bitterness, anger, unforgiveness on this magnitude. But the promise, ooh, the promise, ooh, the promise. You have to exhibit fruits of the Spirit on this level. So I am preparing you on this level. I am trying not to because Carter is in the room sleeping. Oh, I am preparing you on this level. So when you get to this level, you are mature in it. Whew. Whew. Lord, that was what God gave me. And I'm sitting here thinking like, God, it's like I'm prepping you. I'm preparing you. We be thinking the promise is just gonna fall on us, like boom, like it's just gonna fall on us. And we don't see that God be prepping us for it. And I'm like, I want it, God. I'm ready. I'm sitting here like, God, I'm ready for the promise. No, I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. If God gave me that promise right now, would I be ready? Could I properly carry it, hold it, nurture it? Or would my anger and my bitterness and my self-control let it slip and fall and break? Whew. Yo, I was sitting in that bed like, God, 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 you really be out here guarding. God be out here guarding. Like, you, like, for real though? Like, God, God, like, that's like God. God, though. Like, I used to have a saying back in the day where I was like, God, though. Like, God, though. It's like, you know how people say, but God? Like, God, though? Like, for real, though? Like, it's like, for real, though, God? God, though. God, though. Like, listen to me, man. I'm asking God to speak one way, and He ain't speaking that way. So I'm like, God, that ain't the promise. That ain't the promise you gave me. I'm not hearing you. And I was like, don't put me in no box. Let me fix my little Roby robe. Don't put me in no box. I'm not in no Amazon box, no USPS box, no FedEx. Like, I don't put me in no box. Don't put me in no shoe box, no Jordan box, no Air Max box. Don't put me in no box, fam. Don't put me in a cereal box. Don't put me in no box. You know how many boxes there are in the world? Think about it. Think about all the boxes in the world. God said, don't put me in none of them boxes. I don't fit in none of them boxes. No matter what size the box is, no matter how wide, no matter how tall, no matter, don't put me in no box. I don't fit in no box. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak. I'm not gonna speak the way that you expect me to speak. Woo, 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 woo. He said it's not my voice. Ooh, ooh, Jesus, Jesus, it's not my voice. How am I gonna say this? I got it. My spirit caught it. My spirit got it. It's not my voice that needs to be changed. How I speak it. It's your ears. It's my ears. My ears. My ears. Gotta learn to listen in more than just one way. God don't speak one way. I'm not gonna speak to you in one way. It's not my voice. That's just, you know what I'm saying? It's not my voice. It's your ears. Don't question my voice. Question your ears. Question how. Ooh. Question how you catch. Ooh. I'm gonna speak, but how you gonna catch it? Ooh, ooh. God gonna speak, but how you gonna catch it? God's voice is going. God's voice is gonna voice. He gonna speak, but how you gonna catch it? All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Cause I gotta get me a call ready, and I'm floored right now. Listen to me, I'm floored. I am floored. God done did His thing. God done did His thing, and it's such a humbling. Let me say this: it's such a humbling, because here I am thinking the promise, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah, and I'm thinking, in this, I'm not the one that gotta. I'm thinking I'm ready, and God is showing me you're not ready, right? Like, and He's showing me you got some work to do. Like, you got some work to do, and it brings me to a place of, cause like where God is like starting to like soften my heart, and my mindset is shifted a little bit, and like I said, all I can say is that it does involve another individual. And when in the when the fleshly part of me, because the fleshly part of me is just like, I want to hold on to that anger. I'm like, I have every right to be angry, da 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 da. But if I'm living in that space, I can't. The promise doesn't carry anger. It doesn't carry bitterness. It doesn't carry that. Like, it does not carry that. There has to be continual grace and mercy in that promise. Like that, there's no way that promise can ever thrive if there is no grace, no mercy, no love. Even when wrong, like even when hurt, like like it has to be continuous. And God is saying that promise, like I said, it's on a bigger magnitude. And here you are in these little situations that arise, and your heart ain't right sometimes. Like my heart ain't right sometimes. God, I'm not living God's truth. I'm not living the fruits of the spirit all the time. And God is out for a while. It was more like that gotta change. Not me. But when you point the finger, right? You point the finger at somebody, how many fingers are pointing back at you? Right? So here God is just like, nah, you got some work to do too, homie. And God is showing me. But not only is he showing me, oof, I see it and I'm accepting it. And I'm like, you right. You right. And the fleshy part of me would hold on to it and be like, I'm not, like, what? I, listen, I'm entitled to feel this way. I don't care. I don't care. But the spirit, right? That part of me is just like, God, you right. And you gotta submit. And you just gotta be like, all right, God, you right. You're right. And God is working it. God is working. God is working it out in me. And I just want to say, God spoke. God's voice wasn't the problem. It was this on me. I'm thinking he gonna do it one way. God's voice spoke. But here I am thinking it's gonna happen. I'm guessing like, oh yeah, it's gonna happen that way. Nah, it ain't gonna happen that way. God speaks many ways. How you gonna catch it? I'm out of here for real, for real. Listen, y'all be blessed. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have whenever y'all catch this, y'all have a great, amazing day. Y'all just go out there and just have a blessed one. I'm done.